non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We roll.
Man, oh man. No, wait. I want that song back. From the top. There we go. Good morning, guys. GMs. Good morning, Dad. Good to see you, brother. Dude, are we ever going to catch a break here? I mean, it is just story after story of countries dumping Bitcoin. Regulations. Dude, again, unrelenting news of just this negative sentiment and action in the Bitcoin market. Hey, we talk about this a lot. Long-term vision here. Don't really care, but, you know, for a couple days here, it'd be nice to see Bitcoin maybe go up. Taking a look at crypto here in the past 24 hours, Bitcoin down just about 0.5%. ETH up in the past 24 hours, 0.6%, getting closer and closer to the ETH ETFs going live. Guys, on Chain Reactor today, we're going to focus on art today. Probably tomorrow, I want to get into the Ethereum ETFs. A lot of thought there that is actually be pulling liquidity out of the Ethereum ecosystem, which is really hard to picture, but there is a scenario. Would love to dive into that with you guys. Anyway, Solana up in the past 24 hours. Kind of choppy market here today. We'll move on from that, but I do want to mention a little concerning. See a lot of conversation about this, but Bitcoin mining profitability almost near an all-time low, guys. Not great for miners, not great probably for the price of Bitcoin. We'll see. This is going to balance itself out somehow, some way, but conversation about those miners maybe shifting some of their processing power to AI. Pretty profitable sector here. Be interesting to see that. I see my guy Beanie talking a lot about that recently, so definitely something to be keeping our eyes on here. Looking at the Bitcoin ETFs real quick, too, by the way. Our second day in a row of inflows outpacing the outflows. In fact, just one of the ETFs yesterday with outflows. So we'll take it. Just 21 Bitcoin, but again, we'll take it. Looking at the NFT market here, checking out the CryptoSlam 500 NFT index, down in the past 24 hours, just 0.21%. NFT sales, cross-chain sales, by the way, actually down yesterday as well, 12.3 million. Unique sellers down, unique buyers and transactions way up. I think that has a lot to do with the Polygon ecosystem, and I'll probably have a couple comments about that again, too. When we look at the collection rankings, trade profits, still in the negative, almost around $1 million in the negative like we've seen the past few days. Again, would really love to see that turn around. Not sure we'll see it anytime really soon here. But again, this Blast TGE, right, the token airdrop that happened yesterday, huge impact on the NFT market coming up here over the next few days, few weeks, and really over the next year. We'll get to that too. Looking at the top collections move in the market here. CryptoPunks on the top, on their throne. Love to see it. That's your top collection in the past 24 hours, followed by the always consistent D market, Gods Unchained, Mad Lads, Dozuki, Milady Maker, Pudgy Penguins. And here we hit those Polygon collections again. Again, I just do not know what to think of these other than maybe Milady NFT is legit, but some of these other ones, Sunny Girl, Sea Dragon, really struggling to find that those are real collections with real buyers. Still need to dive in a little deeper and do some, could I say, blockchain analysis on those, but something a little suspicious with that. With that said, there are other collections in the Polygon ecosystem. If you go to CryptoSlam and sort by just Polygon, you're going to see huge volume in some of these collections, but not sales volume. It's more just trades. Ton of activity in these collections. Layer 3 Cube. Take a look at that collection if you get a chance. Thousands, tens of thousands of buyers in that collection. And so that is actually driving our buyers way up like you saw on that previous screen there. Because I question these collections, I'm just going to artificially here push Puppets, the Pizza BRC20s, Bored Apes, and maybe Azuki. Push all those up into the top 10, replacing these guys. Again, maybe these are legit, maybe they're not. Still got to do some digging into that. Your top collectible sales in the past 24 hours, kind of like the collection rankings, whole bunch of CryptoPunks here making up the top 6. Love to see that, with your top sale being a 66 ETH sale for this Mohawk Eye Patch CryptoPunk. Love that guy, $222,000. Awesome to see a second Eye Patch Punk there at number 2. We got an OMB, some Pudgy Penguins here in the top 10, and a Bored Ape. Pretty typical looking leaderboard, I would guess, over here in NFTs. But again, you're just seeing some of those more blue chip collections. Guys, DJT, I can't wait till we're past this conversation, but it's still here. It is still a talking point. It is still, in a way, big news because, hey, the president's son releasing a token, kind of a big deal. Until now, it's just been this debate of, did he do it? Was it not him? Is Martin Shkreli lying about this? Guys, at this point, I think he's proven or provided enough receipts that it's clear this is Barron Trump involved in this to some degree. Now, say what you want about Shkreli. Pretty creepy stuff here. This 40-something-year-old guy who is borderline harassing an 18-year-old. And I don't know when Barron Trump turned 18, but I think this is probably going on maybe before that. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But either way, really, really kind of awkward, uncomfortable tweets here. A little, I hate to say it, but kind of feels a little bullying too. But anyway, a lot of receipts from deleted accounts, so very hard to verify. But talking about Barron and his involvement in this. And guys, it's not one screenshot. It's not two. Shkreli's at this point provided dozens of screenshots with other people who are referencing Barron, and some of these directly with Barron, but referencing him being directly involved here, guys, including what I think is video showing a DM on Instagram, right, of Barron tweeting with him or DMing him, and then also showing what account actually was Barron Trump's over on Instagram. It's now deleted, but you see that there, the quiet guy. What is that? The quiet guy 41. Apparently, that is Barron Trump's account. If not Barron, it is somebody very close to him and somebody who is also involved in this token drop. Again, the DJT token. Okay. It's becoming so clear at this point that Polymarket, which is a betting platform, they had a bet. It was live. You could you put ETH down, right? You could buy either yes or no. This is Barron Trump. They're looking to change their decision on this, right? They actually ended up ruling that this was not Barron Trump's token. And I want to check the wording of it. Was it Trump's or was it Barron Trump's? What was the specific wording? But at this point, they're saying they got it wrong and they're looking for a way to correct this. They believe Barron Trump was involved at this point. And this really is the takeaway here when you have betting markets who actually agree that Barron Trump was involved somehow, some way. So we'll keep updating you on this story. It is interesting. I think it does matter quite a bit if the president's son did release a token. Wonder if we'll hear about that at all in the debate tonight. I doubt it. I do think we'll get some crypto talk, which will be nice. Well, in this part, though, on the Trump coin, looking at the chart, that is a disgusting-looking chart. This is not something I would be trading. It looks highly, highly manipulated. There's some really smart guys out here who they've just got bots configured to trade, and it looks like a lot of that going on here. But there you have it. That token still over $100 million market cap. So there is some action over there. Biggest story yesterday. Not for the faint of heart, maybe, but this is Beeple's Everyday, showing the Blast TGE yesterday, the big airdrop, everybody in the space talking about it. Most people in the space, it feels like, were involved to some degree. Curious if you guys got your tokens, what you think about it. But yes, token went live yesterday. There was a sort of lengthy process to claim your token. Involved going to their website, downloading their app, entering a few words, claiming your airdrop. Ultimately, though, people really not happy. I mean, this felt almost universal, although that's starting to change now because price is starting to go up. But a lot of people like Christian here saying they put a lot of money, in Christian's case, $50 million into Blast, got 100,000 airdrop. Hey, to me, 100K is a lot of money. If you have $50 million in an ecosystem, maybe that's not so much to you, but it's not just Christian. It's CB, who we had talked about in regards to the Blur farming, and he's, at this point, CB is not touching any Pac-Man products. Pac-Man, the founder of Blur, of Blast. It was not the greatest TGE. It wasn't the greatest airdrop. Again, it all comes down to how much did I make? If you didn't make enough, you're going to FUD this thing, and we're seeing a lot of that yesterday. Now, Blast did announce, and I'll say Pac-Man did announce a whole lot of new, I guess, products or direction for Blast yesterday. My big takeaways, man, it sounds like they got an exchange coming, right? They've definitely got a wallet at this point, which you did download, right, to claim your airdrop. Or I should say, at least you downloaded the app. A wallet, if it's not here already, is coming. This is going to be a much more robust ecosystem, one that I think is looking to compete with Solana. It's looking to compete with Base. And I do think in the long run, they have a great opportunity to do that with so many people using this young blockchain already. And according to their stats, it is the fastest growing blockchain in history. It's kind of that simple. So this is a major ecosystem, no matter what you think of that airdrop yesterday. Now, the impact to the NFT market, it's going to be pretty significant because they are not incentivizing farming anymore. They're really not. The next season of Blur is now underway. This is Blur Season 4, along with the next season of Blast. Both of these are going to last a year, right? 500 million Blast tokens are going to the Blur ecosystem. 10 billion tokens are going to Blast, right? So you can see the focus is on Blast. It is not on Blur. And the fact that that 500 million tokens is over the course of a year, there's just not a lot of incentive for farmers, which means we're going to get back to true trading action, which means much lower volume, but more realistic prices. So we are definitely getting to a period of price discovery. I'm very happy to see that. Now, on Blur, you're going to see volume trend down. You're going to see it, guys. And I don't think you're going to see that much on CryptoSlam. Reason being, we already filter out wash trading. You're already, for the most part, not seeing that farming volume here in collections. So if you wonder why there's conversation out there about volume being down, and again, you're not seeing it here, it was always excluded. Now, with that said, you could always see it in the blockchain rankings. You could see the wash sales that were removed right here, right? But in the total that we display in the first column, wash sales again removed. You can catch the total of them combined over there. So just want to put that on your radar, guys, in case the narrative out there doesn't match what you're seeing. It's because we've always showed it that way. By the way, just mentioning, very, very excited to get to some real collecting action, real price discovery. I just think this is so good for the space, like decentivizing the farming stuff. Anyway, wrapping up the Blast conversation. Blast listed on Coinbase yesterday. Price of Blast actually responding very favorably to that. In fact, almost hit an all-time high, right? Just barely under that all-time high, almost right when the token came out. This is the Coinbase effect, right? So Blast actually looking pretty darn strong, even though a bit of a tailing off since then. Sentiment is kind of shifting here around that Blast token, so we will keep an eye on this. I personally, hey, when I make trades and I don't do it much, I will tell you about it. I am definitely looking at probably getting some Blast. I believe in that ecosystem. I do believe in Pac-Man. I think at this point he's a proven builder. So we'll keep our eye on that with you guys. Pac. Man, oh man. Johan, if you're watching, I know you're a big fan of this artist. But guys, Pac, one of the biggest artists here in the NFT space going back a few years, man, tweeted for the first time in 2 years yesterday, right? This simple tweet, just this little lock pad, now unlocked, right? And what he's doing here is referencing a collection he put out. When did he drop this? Yeah, over 2 years ago, guys. This censored collection. Okay? These NFTs, and by the way, really, really big collection here, but these NFTs all had this black line through it, right? Censored. Yesterday, you could go into your NFT, you could refresh the metadata. It now removes the black line from there. This was all, well, you can see it in the title of the collection. It is called Censored, but this is about Julian Assange. So now with him being freed, right, the metadata updated, that little censored line removed from each of these NFTs. What do you say about Pac? Grifter, yeah. Artist, though, when it boils down to it, yes. There's a statement to his work. It can be as simple as he wants it to be, and most of his artwork is incredibly simple, but there is usually a point and a message to his work, and I appreciate the hell out of that. So I'll just say this. Nice to see him back again. I think the king of grifters, yeah. Dude made $300 million, by the way, a couple years ago with the drops he made. So I understand why people would be upset when he comes and then goes and is gone for years after making that much money, not being part of the community. But to be honest, artists don't really owe us anything. They really don't. So cool to see that. Again, his return to X here. Not much, just that little symbol, but Pac is back. All right, guys, and we'll end here. NBA Top Shot. There was a ruling earlier in June, right? This was in the UK, I believe, but a ruling about their token being a security, right? There's a whole bunch more to it. I don't want to get into that. What I do want to put on your radar is if you collect NBA Top Shot moments, you're going to get paid a little bit here, just a little bit, but 12 cents per every moment that you own. Look, there's guys out there that I know own tens of thousands of NBA Top Shot moments. What does that equal value-wise here with this? I don't know. It's not nothing, though. So if you own moments, you may want to get in on this. I'll drop a link to this tweet here in the chat. So in case there's info, I didn't actually scroll down. In case there's info on how to claim, well, then you'll know how to claim, right? Get paid a little bit. You get $1, whatever. If you get a couple $100, better. Much better. Anyway, let's run through the comments, guys. Then I'm going to get ready for Chain Reactor. Man, really excited about today. Love having Jared on the show. Love talking art. Love talking collectibles in the space with that, man. So, guys, Chain Reactor is coming up at 10 Eastern time over on SlamX, right? So make sure you're subscribed over there. Dead, good morning, sir. Again, good to see you, man. Dude, I'll say this, Dead. About Bitcoin and, starting the show just saying this kind of unrelenting negative news. For us to only be down to 61 with just story after story after story. I can't remember a time where we had more negative stories coming out around Bitcoin. And those negative stories, yes, just sell pressure. Yes, that is a negative story to me. It's FUD, right? It's putting uncertainty and doubt out there. For us to be at 61,000 still with all of that makes me very bullish about where we go when sentiment changes, right? When that sell pressure decreases. So I'm personally really excited about that. Cosmos, good morning, sir. Mike, good morning. Andy again, good morning, man. DeYank, hit us with an update, man. I'm still worried about your wallet situation, man. Oh, Andy, what's your censored NFT? Would love to hear that. I got one. I don't remember what it says at all. Gravity, good morning, man. Lemon, good morning, man. Good to see you, brother. Yeah. Andy, I know that was like you're starting here, so maybe you get paid a little bit. Oh, good shit. Okay, little manual work. Okay, wow. You got to dive into Sparrow, dude. That is a complicated. That's a pretty hardcore wallet. That's how I started in the Bitcoin collecting space, was with Sparrow wallet. Yes, and it is going directly to the UTXO and transferring stuff and locking them all. Yeah, it's a little work there, but dude, I hope you do get that sorted. I hope that works out. Hey, good morning, brother. Ordinals now. Ordinals always. Ordinals forever, man. Ordinals going to bounce back really strong. Really, really strong. I'll tell you this, D-Yank. It's not actually that hard when you get down to it. Hopefully you don't have a ton of transactions. But yeah, if you paid somebody to do it, you're going to end up giving them your seed phrase, right? Which would suck. You trust me, it's probably going to be worth you putting in a few hours. It ultimately not that hard. It's like dialing into the UTXO. It's right-clicking, and then you'll have some options there to send it. So a little bit of a pain. You will learn a lot from it, honestly. So for that reason alone, probably worth doing. I learned a lot fucking around with Sparrow, so I'll just say that. Okay. We're over 15 minutes. Damn it. Always trying to keep this under 15. Whatever. It's always good chatting with you guys. Going to get ready for Chain Reactor. So again, guys, SlamX Official over on YouTube and SlamX.io over on X. Hope to see you there in just about an hour and a half. Guys, have a great morning. We'll see you later.